take a look at this. This is the replays get older and the game keeps changing. Storm Spirit, Visage, Sand King, Legion Commander, as well as Jug. Game gets more and more broken. The buildings get higher and higher when they're invulnerable. Something along those lines. Then for the other side, it's Luna, Nyx, TA, Silencer, and Lion. Should be interesting. It will be the TA over in the mid lane, Luna in the safe lane, off lane Nyx, I assume, with supports of Silencer as well as the Lion. Just a quick note, I do plan on covering Chinese Dota later tonight for Dream League, as they don't seem to want to for their own
30
event.
seconds to battle.
But we'll see. See how it goes. We'll see how this game goes. Should be interesting. As we take a look, Dire might be in a little bit of trouble. The Sand King comes over. It'll be that Grave Chill to start. Not enough to get this Nyx Assassin, and Sand King did have Burrow Strike, but actually held it the entire time. Maybe you go Burrow Strike with the Grave Chill, Bleed Fury on top, and you could get First Blood, but it looks like First Blood's going to be had over top if this Legion's not careful enough. 3 heroes here, a couple of pot shots coming in from the tower onto the Luna. So, Luna eating a bit of damage.
Money changes hands.
Has 3 tangos, has the salve ready to go. And it looks like the Legion backs off to get a salve. So yeah, needs to get that health back up. That opens up the lane for a moment here for the Luna. As this is a tri-lane. We'll see how much they're willing to stay in XP range and go for these last hits here. As the Luna should have a pretty open lane when you've got the Silencer as well as the Lion to come in. That gives you the stun, that gives you a Hex, as well as the Arcane Curse, which is going to be DOT. As well as a movement slow there. And then you've got the Luna, of course, who's got the Lucent Beam, going to be hitting harder with the Lunar Blessing. TA disconnecting. The TA is pretty broken at the moment. The hands are not on the hero. Or like the Immortal's not on the hero. Huh. Mega Siege Creep. You can see how the game has changed. You can actually click on this in my replays. Can I click on this one? Yeah, you can. They're just Mega Siege Creeps. So just waiting for the TA. We'll see what my schedule ends up being tonight. Whether or not I'm going to be streaming on an official channel or something like that. Comes down to, I think, whether or not I, you know, for me, what channel I'm going to be on and all that. Because I'm going to cover Dream League. And I think they're outsourcing their event. But if I don't know. We'll see what channel I end up streaming on as we wait for the TA to come back. I don't know how long this pause is because it doesn't exactly tell you in a replay. What match is this? This is a requested replay from one of my viewers. I'm doing a couple replays today. And the TA not coming back, so I guess the Jug's just gonna get it started. And actually, the Sand King bottom, Burrow Strike comes out to get some distance as he takes a lot of damage. The Legion Commander over top with the Visage. Silencer's forced to TP out all the way back to base. Here with the TA that's still DC'd, still not playing for the moment. But this leaves the Luna now by himself. As Lion has come over mid to lane here. They have the Nyx in the off lane. So this tri-lane that they were attempting to do is no longer feasible without the TA. And you can't just leave a lane open like that. That's very unfortunate here for the Dire. So, we'll see. Silencer throwing some pings out, which I can see but can't hear or something like that. Again, Luna just taking a lot of damage. We'll be forced to salve up. Overwhelming odds on cooldown for 7 seconds, so should be able to get the full heal, at least out of this salve for the moment. With that overwhelming odds not being used just yet with the Arcane Curse. And there it is. Once the Arcane Curse is gone, you throw the overwhelming odds, do a little bit of chip damage, and see what you can do. I'm trying to figure out if the TA abandoning ends up being a good thing for the Dire. I mean, it'll definitely help these heroes get online a little bit quicker, and there's the Lucent Beam coming out as well as the overwhelming odds, the Soul Assumption. One shot from death is the Silencer, but the Arcane Curse, you gotta be careful, and now you're dead. Split between the two heroes, and that's Visage getting way in over his head. And that's still, I believe, incorrect. It's not 276 each. It's 276 split between the two of them. And they pause again as the TA has come online. And there's the Grave Chill as well as the Burrow Strike. Luna, level 3. And the Soul Assumption hits one more shot, but oof, has that wand staying alive once again. They got 3 heroes here trying to kill off the Luna, and they're unable to do so, so he'll walk all the way back to base. This opens up the lane for Silencer, which I think back when this replay was, or this game was originally played, Silencer's a decent hero with Arcane Curse just doing a lot of damage. And just being super effective. I'm probably going to cover China tonight. It's really my game plan, at least right now. Again, waiting for this pause. I also want to see, and I just don't know how much I'm going to cast. I plan to cast all of the Dream League qualifiers for China, especially if Dream League themselves are not going to cover it. I believe they're, from what I know, it's getting covered by someone else. So some of it. I was asked to cover it, but no. I don't know what I'm going to do. Whether or not I'm going to cover it on someone else's channel or my own channel is up to me. And there's the TA coming back. Level 1 goes for the Wraith Band. So we'll see what he's able to do now that he's level 1 and so far behind. Actually, he ends up... No, that's the Luna coming in. So yeah, coming back, we'll see. That allows them to go back to the tri-lane, and they're going to send a Lion up there top with level 4. So he got some solo experience. That puts him ahead of the Luna. That's very helpful. Having a support at level 4 this early on is going to be really nice. Yeah, see you later. I'll be streaming. Starts at 10 o'clock Eastern, so 6 o'clock. 6 hours. Sorry. 5 hours. Legion ends up going down here top. They've got the Hex coming out into the Visage, but the Soul Assumption hits the Luna. They'll get the kill. They'll look for the return, and they should be able to have the damage here to kill this Visage. It ends up being a 2-for-1, where Luna is the one that dies on the Dire, but it's 3-1. Burrow Strike comes out, and now they'll kill the Silencer, so that ends up being a pretty decent trade here for the Radiant. I'm UK, so I'll have to see. I believe that is 3 in the morning. So yeah, that's going to be early morning for you if you do stay up that late. And Wave Fury bottom gets the kill here on the Nyx Assassin, who did have Spike Carapace. You could spike and TP out, would have kept you alive. Double stun coming through. They'll also get the TP coming in from the Silencer. Maybe Luna wraps around. But Horu has level 2 on the Arcane Curse. They'll throw it out. Now there's the Grave Chill, so taking a lot of damage. And now with the last word, as well as one more shot coming in from the Silencer, he gets a kill. 4 on that Intelligence, really hitting hard onto the Visage. And they'll find the Legion Commander. He's got Arcane Curse again. That's going to slow him down. The right click's coming out, but the press of the attack is there. Look for the Burrow Strike. Only hits the Luna. And Legion just able to make it away.
I'll take your tribute.
Another close call for the Radiant. Let's take a look at where TA is. Sitting 4 levels behind the the Storm Spirit. And that's because he was not here for the first couple minutes of the game. They'll send the Sand King in, but level 1 on that stun is not exactly the longest distance. They'll have the vision to be able to back away from it. Shouldn't really get hit level 1. Stun on the Visage. Horu here once again. Last word as well as the Arcane Curse. Lucent Beam hits. The press the attack's going to purge it, but it's not going to be enough to stay alive most likely. They look over. Visage trying to get the neutral deny. Won't happen. Silencer with another kill. Now 6 Intelligence is going to be stolen. How Storm Spirit's getting pushed out of this lane by a level 4 Templar Assassin, had the lane to himself for so long, I'll never know, but...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
So... Legion's now broken off from the lane. And they've got the Luna free farming, which is not going to be great. Meanwhile, in the safe lane for this Radiant team, they've got a Jug who's level 8. Obviously, he's been by himself. He's able to get that solo experience. This has been mostly a trialing in the off lane for the Radiant side. So that opens up the Jug to be feeling pretty good about himself. Meanwhile, Templar Assassin really coming back in this game. I mean, that is quite the surprise. The ball lightning finally comes in. They've got the Grave Chill and the Burrow Strike. So 3 heroes come around to get this kill onto the Templar Assassin. But again, is that really worth it? Is it worth it to bring that many heroes over to kill a Templar Assassin? That leaves the lane open here for the Luna, who's A-okay with that. Close to level 6, about to have the Eclipse. So the question becomes, how do the Dire begin to salvage this? And this isn't really that bad of a game for them. They're down 1,000 net worth with the Templar Assassin that was gone for the first 4 minutes of the game. The Templar has come back pretty significantly and is about to hit level 6 himself. So that's always... Legion getting low. There's the Eclipse drop. Horu gets the kill. They look over the Visage, who's here with the Sand King. Level 4, level 3 with the Lion, who is level 6, so just has Finger to throw. They don't exactly go in just yet, but they could throw a stun, a hex, as well as another Earth Spike, throw the Finger and get a kill. They'll use the Grave Chill. Not really doing much. The target should be the Visage, though. You don't want him to build up that Soul Assumption and throw right back at you. Legion's come over mid with the Storm Spirit in the jungle. I don't quite understand that. That's not the best spot for him to be in. Meanwhile, top, they have the stun. There's the finger. There's the kill. That comes out for the Lion. This is pre-50 plus. Lion's going to be happy with that. He'll take some mana back. Only level 1 on the mana drain. 3 into the air spike, 1 to the hex.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So again, he's happy with getting that kill, helping the Luna continue to farm, who's sitting level 7. 4 into the Lucent Beam, 2 into the Lunar Blessing. No glaives yet. You don't want to be pushing the lane out like that. And he's been playing it practically perfectly. He's happy. Now, they are going to be up against the Jug, who's level 10, has phase boots. Looks like he's going into the Battle Fury with Perseverance picked up. We'll have to see. Lucent Beam again. There's the stun. Press the attack immediately used. And again, over mid, TA sitting level 7, so has basically recovered 2 levels behind the Storm, but it's really not that bad considering the Storm was 4 levels in front of the TA. The TA is doing a great job here.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Lion's just sitting here waiting for a victim, seeing what he's able to do. Press the attack already used. And then bottom, Nyx is level 7 going into the Midas first. Could Vendetta maybe roam around? That might be the best answer here. I would say it's a decent answer. You try to be mobile and pick up these heroes, especially the Storm, where you can Vendetta, get a stun out, and look for a kill. And you've got Mana Burn. He went level 4 into the Impale. He may have wanted to now go for Mana Burn. But we'll see. Omni Slash gets used on the Lion, and yeah, he's cleaned up. Easy kill there for the Jug.
Haste. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Luna going into the Mask of Madness. Sand King coming over. He's not level 6 yet. Going into a Blink Dagger. And then, of course, this Silencer who's got 8 stolen intelligence. He's got Global Silence ready to go. So he should be pretty happy with that. He's found himself boots as well as 900 gold. Sand King by the trees. And there's a nice Observer Ward just to gain a little bit of information, especially with Sand King who's trying to stay in the trees like that. Lucent Beam. Eclipse gets used, but that is well short of where that needed to be. And Jug will take the bottom tier 1.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So take a look over at TA, level 8,
Radiant's middle
and now
tower
level
is
9
under attack.
as he's taking some stacks, which is nice. Get those levels back compared to the Storm, who's only level 10. So yeah, really making up the deficit that he had from just being out of this game for so long. They show the familiars over top. See what they're able to do is Arcane Curse is placed down. And Sand King coming over, but the Lucent Beam will hit. Does not have Eclipse. There's the Hex with the slow Earth Spike from the low ground. They have Finger, and that'll get the kill onto the Sand King. And I don't know if you want to be looking for a duel there, but here comes the Tia with the Meld Strike immediately. The Global Silence coming out, and that's going to be another kill for the Dire. And Visage, well, we'll kill the Silencer, but he'll lose his life. So, not exactly a winning formula from the Radiant side to go in on that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Lion's here again. 200
Radiant's
gold.
top tower is under attack.
That's great. Nice little
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
chunk of gold. TP's coming in, but with each one that comes over, it gets slower and slower. And they finally come in, but Dire are already out of there, so that's fine with them. Meanwhile, the Luna goes over mid, has the Mask of Madness, Templar Assassin towards the jungle, trying to clean up these Ancients. They'll ball lightning in, but here comes the TA. You got to be a little bit careful as the Vortex is pulling in the Luna. They've also got the stun from the Familiar with the ball lightning moving forward, but you are low on Mana Storm. You may not want to go in on this. They've got the stun from the Familiar. They'll get the kill, but Storm, you're out of mana. You got to be very careful. Nice Burrow Strike on the 2 with the Epicenter on top of that. This could be a cleanup for the Radiant, but they lose the Storm Spirit. There goes the Sand King. Now, with the rotation of the Silencer as well as the Lion, they might be able to get themselves a third. 3 heroes dead on the Dire. They look over, and there's the Soul Assumption. Is that a Blink Dagger on the line already? It is, and Visage is going to fall. That is 2 more intelligence for this Silencer, is at 16. You're just throwing these heroes into the mid lane. Yes, it gets you the kill onto the Templar Assassin as well as the Luna, but you're giving up a lot of intelligence. You're losing heroes. You lose the Storm, so is it really worth it? That's the question.
I'll take that as tribute.
It's definitely opening up the game here for Jug, which is nice. He's got the Battle Fury, he's got Phase Boots, so he's sitting pretty.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, line goes down on the enemy's end. Carapace comes in, so they won't be able to go in onto that Nyx Assassin, who really hasn't used Vendetta to make aggressive plays. Got the Midas, he's got Arcane Boots. I mean, that's all well and fine, but I think you need to start playing it where you're the information and you're the initiator here. You've got so much that can work really well with you. You've got some good follow-up to get a Vendetta out with a Lucent Beam or an Eclipse to get Vendetta, then the Impale could definitely generate opportunities that they're just, you know, not taking for the Dire. Global silence, but Storm already out of harm's way.
To the temple's defense.
Blink Melt Strike, they've got the slow onto the Visage. But here comes the Legion. Melt Strike again. Overwhelming odds thrown. Visage, they get the duel with the Blade Mail. Meanwhile, Storm's dead. They'll get the duel win. Horu comes over. I understand you got a lot of intelligence, but it may not be the move to make. And Eclipse again, just coming in, and it was almost wasted. It was the good stun there from the Nyx to get them 2. Otherwise, that Eclipse was not going to bring him close enough. And that's unfortunate. But, of course, the Nyx finally coming over, which is something that he had been lacking throughout the game, is that movement for the team. And it shows right there what it's able to do. You're able to throw a stun, help your team out, come in under the guise of Vendetta. And now he comes in. He does have enough for the Impale. Omni Slash gets used. TA cleaned up. He's under the tier 2 tower. You need to be careful, but you should be dead. He Silence has Blade Fury in a moment. They're trying to keep up with him. Now he's got the mana to just Blade Fury and run. Arcane Curse comes out. Blink Hex, refusing to use the Blade Fury to escape, and it might just be too late. Into the trees, didn't TP. Now going north, trying to find an escape. He's got the Healing Word. That's good, but well, there it is. He gets stunned, hexed. A lot of space being made. Blade Fury again. They still don't get the kill. Meanwhile, Silencer's just dead, and they don't get the Jug at all. That's just some sloppy play from both the Jug as well as basically all the Dire. They lose the silencer in the mix of it all. But TA has the blink, finding a good amount of farm. And they'll find the Visage, they'll get the kill.
I saw that ending from
Very
miles
easy
away.
kill for them, especially when you've got your 2 cores to clean up this Visage. I don't think you want to be feeding.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Bottom, Hex, stun. They'll get the duel on the Lion, and will have enough damage to get the duel damage out. The Omnislash comes in with the epicenter on top of it. The TA in a lot of trouble. There's the press, the attack, slow, onto a couple, mana burn thrown. And TA trying to get out of here. Meld Strike, dust. That's some nice movement from the Radiant. Some great utility, and a great kill onto the TA. Meanwhile, the Luna dead top to the Storm. That is so unfortunate. They lose a lot there on the Dire side.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
Take the
middle
tier
tower
2
has
mid.
fallen.
Jug's just been able to really freeform this entire time, and the one time they went in on him, he was able to escape. So he gets the Sanj and Yasha. Got the Battle Fury, 3,800 gold saved up. You'd think a hero like the Luna would be able to catch up in terms of gold. It just hasn't really made up the difference. And then the TA who came into the game late going for the Desolator, but how much time are you going to have? With Jug so farm, Storm, he's got the Bloodstone and the Kaya coming in.
Haste.
Do you realistically have the opportunity to stay a little bit further back in this game and try and farm up? Do you have to take the fight to the Radiant? I don't think you really do, but meanwhile, top, Global Silence comes in. Luna, oh, the blink stun, saving the life of the Luna with just 38 health, and now the Arcane Curse comes out. Burrow Strike lands on 2. Luna, you're going back in, you're out of your mind. Soul Assumption hits onto the Lion. He tries to run away, doesn't actually have enough mana for the Finger. Now the ball ending over, another duel win here for
Under attack.
the Legion Commander. This is, in fact, a viewer replay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh boy. Silencer. He 4 staffs away. Arcane Curse. Ends up dying, and now TA trying to go in on the Visage. Legion is here with the press the attack, but Blink forward going aggressive. Now looking over the Legion. A nice 2-man stun. There's the Eclipse with a Finger coming out. They'll get both.
For heresies unknown, the temple decreed you.
For a moment, it looked like the Dire were going to be just chasing again, where they were unable to find a kill. But the stun, the great stun, coming in here from Lion. Works out real well, but again, bottom. And Jug is just there to take a tower. Take it to your 3. Epicenter. Blink, Burrow Strike. Is it enough? Trying to run. Now the Hex comes onto a creep. But they've got the Meld Strike as well as the slow from the TA trap. And Sand King, who went in, no longer has mana.
I'll take that as tribute.
Does get the stun out as he had the wand, but he's dead. Aggression just being punished. Heavily punished.
Dire's top tower.
Detail. Global Silence, no Blade Fury, trying to run. Again, just unable to catch this Jug with Phase Boots as well as the Butterfly. It's got so much speed. There's the Omni Slash. Doesn't do any damage to the TA. Looks over at this Nyx. TA's still alive. Not a lot of mana to his name. The duel comes out with the Blade Mail. They'll kill the Luna who came in, as well as the Nyx, and now TA on the run. Oh, wow. 4 kills for the Radiant. 11,000 net worth lead for the Radiant side. They're definitely in the driver's seat of this game. They should be able to clean up another tier 3. At least force the buyback of the Luna.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Ball lightning.
Dire's middle barracks
Looking for the silencer with the barrel strike. They should have it. That's the last word out. But, yeah, unable to get the kill into the storm again. They lose the mid racks. You look at the bottom racks. There goes ranged and should be melee next. The ball lightning past the tier 4s, and Sand King, he ends up dying, but they lose the Luna. Ball lightning across the bow of the TA, and TA on the run, but the Blade Fury is too much with the rest of the team inbound. And again, another kill here. The Hex comes out as well as the Eclipse, and they found the Jug. Ooh, that's a 10-time streak. That is just not appropriate. You're going in too far.
middle tower is under attack.
Now you lose the Visage. It's a lot of gold going to the Dire. The question is, being down 17,000 net worth, is it even enough gold, really, to make a difference? So you gotta look at the items, because there does become a point where the gold difference doesn't matter, but it's still a Desolator looking for, you know, the TA looking for a Desolator, still a Manta for the Luna. This isn't like BKB comes into the game, has changed, your next couple of items aren't as important. This is the Dire needing a lot more. That's not gonna help. And the Rage back comes in.
Hell and back. I'll take your tribute.
Not too much until they get this Desolator online, which will be nice, but they need BKBs, that's for sure. Look at the Manta as well as the Desolator online around the same time. But they're going to need BKBs to do it, to win this game or come back in any fashion. Burrow Strike. Ball Lightning, and now the Global Silence follows it up. Let's see if they've got the damage to really make anything happen. With the Global Silence, ooh, Storm in a lot of trouble, but able to escape. A lot of Atos on the TA. And they have the Grave Chill, but coming with the Dagon will be this Nyx to clean up the Storm. They've got the Aegis. That's going to be onto the Juggernaut. A lot of damage coming through onto the Legion Commander. That's going to be them losing too. And now the Sand King, who's in it all, is just immediately obliterated. So they are paying the price quite heavily in the blink forward. Now with the Hex, Visage in trouble. And, oh boy, they're going to get another one. So that is 4 heroes that die, and now the Omni Slash comes in, mitigated by the fact that they have so many heroes here, but the ball lighting over them all, and now the Eclipse on top of it. Oh man, they lose the Luna, but they'll kill the Storm again. Jug trying to catch up. That's Luna dead for 90 seconds. Whew. So 13,000 net worth lead. Losing the Luna is pretty crucial there. You'd like to be able to push out and put your team in a relative safety. Having the Aegis, the Divine Rapier on the Jug, that's super greed there. And very dangerous. Because, yeah, he's got to finish the game within the timing of this Aegis. Because if he doesn't finish the game, and he loses the Rapier, I mean, he throws the game. The Aegis is his buffer right now, but once that expires, that buffer's gone as well. So you're taking a big risk if you're unable to push. Now, of course, you only need to win like one fight to finish the game, but we saw right there that if you've got everything up for the Dire side, that fight is difficult. This could definitely turn into a potential throw.
See them cower before us.
If they're able to lock him down. I mean, they've got Aegis for a while, so it's not something they have to worry about just yet. This game now definitely rests in the hands of this Jug. Non-defensive Jug. No BKB, no Lincoln Sphere. Nothing really too defensive. I think that's playing with fire. He's level 25. That's always nice. The Omni-Slash duration is okay. Got the Ags on the Nyx, so he's going to be able to throw mana burns out and stuns from a distance as they go for the last set of racks. Visage is stunned, losing a lot of mana. There's the Earth Spike on top of it. And a lot of damage being done. Just trying to hold, and there's the Impale once again. They've got themselves the duel as well as the Omni-Slash. That's going to kill the TA, who's got no buyback, but the Eclipse comes in as well as the Global Silence. He's in a lot of trouble to lose the Legion Commander. There's the stun, hits the Storm. They've got the first life of the Juggernaut. Now he's by himself. He's only got the Sand King with him, who's got no mana. So now you really got to get out of here. I mean, this is awful.
Take that as tribute.
That is actually awful. I mean, that's potential. That's a potential chance for the Dire to bring it back. No Aegis. Now you have to play defensive. Jug's next item should be defensive, and it will. It will be that BKB.
And gold are linked.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's got the BKB. The question is that even enough? And Jug, you don't want to just fall into the hands of the Dire. We'll end up getting the kill onto the Silencer. But again, if he dies, and that is a big if.
Radiant are scanning.
Stupendous. Money changes.
This could be a problem. There's the blink. Burrow Strike. Lucent Beam coming in. The two-man Impale. Now the Earth Spike follows it up. The damage comes out. Look at the kill of the Sand King. Overwhelming odds. Hits on a 4. But Divine Rapier on the deck. You knew it was coming. You could sense it coming. Doesn't even use the BKB. Doesn't even use the BKB.
Invisibility.
And just gets stun locked. Ball lightning over. So Luna with the Divine Rapier, so now you need to be very careful. The Manta comes out, the right-click damage is there, but the Ball Lightning over once again. The BKB is going to come through. Out of mana is the Storm Spirit with the Eclipse raining down. They get the kill, they look for the Legion, who just gets invisible and is able to
Dire's
leave.
bottom shrine is under attack.
Just able to leave. What do you do now if you're the Radiant team? Look at that. It was
Dire's
18,000.
bottom shrine is under attack.
It was 20,000 here as well. But now it's nothing. Nice duel onto an illusion. There's the BKB. I mean, that is so potentially damning to this Radiant team, by far.
I'll take over.
I mean, your goal here for the Dire is just wait for Roche and get Roche. They can't take your high ground anymore. Unless everything goes perfectly and Global Silence is on cooldown, which it is right now. They have a 40-second window at the moment to really make something happen. But if they're unable to do so, if they're unable to take this game, then it becomes a huge problem. There goes your Jug again. He's dead. 100 seconds.
Are you not going to beg?
That's 100 seconds. So when's this Roche? Short Roche, long Roche. Short Roche. Short Roche. And now the Hex. That comes out. Visage. I'm sorry, but the right click is just too much for you to handle. Luna gets the kill. That is 34 in tier for this Silencer. The duel comes out. Potentially a good play, but the Global Silence stops the epicenter, and now, just look at that ultra kill. So easy for the Luna. Too easy for the Luna. You thought you could kill the Luna? Think again. Roche is up now. Now they'll have the Aegis to put on this Luna. Make sure that he's able to hold on to this Divine Rapier. Luna, you weren't farming too great before, but you mind if we boost your net worth up there by a Divine Rapier's amount? And if you're the Dire,
Radiant's
you have no
middle
issue.
tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is falling. Radiant structures are fortified.
They're not even going for Roche. Nobody's got buyback on the Radiant side. Oh boy.
Radiant's middle tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
when Glaives start to invade the base,
Middle barracks.
life looks bleak. And unfortunately, not like the bleak hallucination gem that so many Chinese players have on their items. Into Roche they go. So there's the Aegis. They put it onto the Luna. Legion in a lot of trouble. The trap comes out. Actually does slow him down, but he's able to blink away. You got the Aegis. 9,300 gold here. You can't stop this man. The Kembe Motombo. Finger wag would be very What's the word? I am blanking on vocab right now. Very appropriate. BKB is popped. Jug. His is still 10 seconds, by the way, and there it is. Finally used. Omni Slash comes in. Storm comes into the fight and ends up dying. They'll get the kill onto the Legion. That's a dual one here for the Luna. They lose the first life, but now there's the Eclipse. They lose the Jug. They look over at the Sand King, who should eventually die. And the only one to survive is the Visage.
Has fallen.
Hell's yes.
So now, is Jug even going to buy back? Well, that's just rude. Get that mana back. You have Finger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Questionable positioning, but not going to matter for much longer.
Tower has fallen.
BKB used by the TA. There's the Hex. That comes through. Jug, you came in just to die. You're so nice. Oh, man. Unnecessary pause, but
Radiant's ancient
there's
is
the
under
game.
attack. Dire victory.
a win there for the Dire.